I'm so delighted to be welcoming Gabrielle Hartley, who is a leading online mediator and family law attorney and is known for keeping 99% of her cases at the settlement table. She is the author of The Better Apart, radically positive way to separate, which received a glowing recommendation from Gwyneth Paltrow herself and People magazine. She's a sought-after expert in the positive divorce space in the media outlets such as the New York Times, the New York Post, US News, and the World Report, and has been interviewed on dozens of podcasts, including the Divorce Goddess podcast, and is a regular guest on NBC Mass Appeal. Gabrielle, welcome. Thank you so much. Just to also add, you also train professionals as well on the Better Apart method, which is online. And you have had great successes with all of this, I know, and you changed many people's lives as a result. You are indeed one of my international women for this week and the International Women's Day. Please, I would love you to talk a little bit about why you love women, and also to answer the other question, to provide a life tip for women out there as well that you have found on your journey has worked every single time.
So thank you, first of all, so much, Tosh, for having me be here. I am so honored and thrilled to have you as my international friend with the beautiful accent, with my crass, brash New York accent, although I've lived in New England for 15 years, so maybe it's diluting a bit. So the thing that's so wonderful about women is that when they step into their power, they have all the compassion and empathy bred into them or born into them, plus the laser sharp focus that I'm the mother of 3 boys, so I don't want to say that men don't have, but that it seems a little bit more dilute in men. Like I would always want to go to a female surgeon because I personally think they're going to pay better attention. Now, I'm not into bashing men. I have sons who complain a lot about how come when they go into school, the girls could wear shirts that say, you know, girls rule. And I try to explain to them that there's been, you know, millennia of oppression of women.
I was going to say a few years, a few years.
That I was,
yeah.
But so the hot tip that I would give to women who are trying to step into their power and feeling less than, or feeling like you're spending a lot of time looking at other people's lives and wishing that your life was a little bit more like their life, or should be more like their life.
Take that word out into the garden and burn it. The should word.
And just make your life be the best that it can be. And that sounds like really trite maybe, but it's really true. You have to have a belief in yourself. You need to have the ability to step into your most courageous, brave self and to lean into it and move forward. You know, I'll just tell you, I don't know if I have time in my 6 minutes, but super duper quick story. 10 years ago, I was a divorce lawyer with 3 little kids, or 2 kids and 1 baking in the oven. And I enjoyed my practice, and I always loved keeping my cases at the settlement table. And I took a lot of pride in that and a great reputation for that, but I still felt like I was playing small. And a few years later, I actually heard about Gwyneth Paltrow's divorce. And I said to my husband, I'm going to write the book that's going to change the global conversation and elevate the giving people permission to launch the positive divorce movement. And I'm going to get her endorsement. Now, I don't know anybody. I had never written a book before. And I just really visualized this and I internalized it so much. And my husband's words were, "Oh, Gabrielle, go back to sleep." And I was like, no. And you know, so spend more of your mental energy leaning into what lights your fire, what excites you. Think of whatever your dream is and figure out a way to go for it. Now, if you're in a situation or circumstance where you can't change everything because you've already got this house or this kid or this husband or this wife or whatever it is, that's okay. Think about what your big dream is and go for it. You might not get all the way to the ultimate goal, but if you have it in mind, you're going to get somewhere along that line. Like, look at me, the international divorce conversation is what I dreamed up. And here I am, a guest with Tosh. And I couldn't be more grateful and honored to know you. And if anyone wants to find me, I could be found at GabrielleHartley.com. And follow me on Clubhouse as well. Gabrielle Hartley, ESQ. Tasha's
And
going to get that iPhone and she's going to be on Clubhouse with me.
I
And it's
know.
amazing.
It's going to be amazing. It is going. I'm going to move over to the other side and get on Clubhouse. I just wanted to say really quickly to you that it is about possibilities. Just because it doesn't look like it can happen doesn't mean to say it never will. And it's really about showing up for yourself every day and going, actually, do you know what? I am going to do this. And everything takes small steps. It is a process. But you've got to hold that belief, set that intention, as you did amazingly. And I will get her on my podcast one day.
And you will. But the whole thing, it's not just about believing in yourself. It's actually feeling like it's happening now.
Yeah,
Gwyneth is coming on your podcast. Right?
Yeah.
Maybe you'll get a bit on hers. Like, you just dream for this, right?
Yeah.
Like, I actually, Elena Brower, who is my dear friend from college, who's a well-regarded yoga guru and meditation expert, she was actually on Goop talking about Better Apart with Gwyneth. So it was really exciting.
So, we talk about these degrees of separation. Both Gwyneth and my ex went to the same school together. It's insane. Little school in the UK, and we split up at the same time. So I feel there's enough serendipity. There is enough in there fizzing away that's going to bring it in. But I love it. And we never know where life is going to take us. And I think if we're going through a divorce, it's like where you are now is not your future. And it's just, you've got to remember that.
That's right. It's all about possibility, positivity. And today is the first day of the rest of your life, and to live in the vision and step away from the blame. That's like where the magic happens.
It is. So exactly. You. Pleasure. Thank you so much for being on here. You are just, one of my most favorite international women. So thank you. And
likewise, thank you.
Have a lovely, lovely rest of the weekend.
You too.
All right.